4. Day 4. Day 4 vlog. Engine vlog day 4. Day 4. Day 4.
It's vlog day 5.
Good morning, day 5 of the engine vlog. Jackson's done his pee this morning, kissing the guns. To help me get in the right mindset, I like to get ready for the day. Putting on the mascara, folks. Game face on. It really helps me, however superficial we may feel this is, to get my head in the right space.
Still sunny. It's nice.
Nice little positive from all this. Everyone's saying hello to everyone. All in the same boat, aren't we?
Always look on the bright side of life.
Learn, grow, take these opportunities whilst they're present, to be present. I think that's all I have to say on the matter. Yeah.
I think there's a chance that this whole thing might cause a shift in society where, you know, over the last 100 years, say, people put a lot of value on materialistic goods, like whether you were, keeping up with the Joneses, whether you're buying a fancy car, what holidays you were going on, this, that, and the other. And that is how we, ranked people in society in our minds. I think there's a chance there is something like this will make the world or cultures, certainly Western cultures, value the amount of value you bring to people rather than how much you have. And I think it could fundamentally shift everything, but that is quite a far out idea and probably take a few years to come into play. But I think we'll start to see little hints of it, and I think that's phenomenal.
I've gone into overdrive with help, support. Last week I felt like I needed to just help as many people as I possibly could. And then I knew, knowing me quite well, that at some point I would need to pan back and look at the situation and ensure that I wasn't going to wear myself out.
So I'm trying to make use of the downtime as best as possible. So I had the terrible idea to update my portfolio, which is the worst. It's like just going down the existential wormhole, wondering why you do this in the first place. Anyways, never mind all that work crap. This is the important stuff. Whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? Say hi. Say, whoa. Hi. I'm also looking forward to the hashtag engine party on Friday, so I hope that goes ahead with the performance from the girl band.
Baby,
Who I hear are really quite talented individuals, so.
Engine luncheon happening at 12:30 that I'm so excited about.
Lunchtime!
I just jumped off the Zoom call.
An epic lunch
No, it is
Zoom.
epic.
I dropped all my philosophy bombs during the virtual lunch, which was amazing today.
Thanks a lot for a really good chat this lunchtime. I found it really helpful. There were a lot of insightful things said. Really helped to put my mind at ease about a few things.
I did a load of Zoom calls recently, and the one thing I'm quite impressed with how much it's eradicated small talk, which is, let's be honest, pretty useless. And it's also balanced conversations a lot more. Even when it's one-to-one, you really have to listen to what the person's saying, gather your thoughts, and then respond to them. And it's a lot better way, I think, of having a conversation, and you don't just keep jumping in with your thoughts all the time.
I even noticed in myself, I think I'm quite a good listener. Maybe not, some of you might laugh at that. I was a little bit like a school kid at moments. I was listening and I was there's 13 people that I've got to listen to for, maybe 5, 6, 7 minutes talking about their journey, their experience through this. I think that's really good. It felt good to be no, shut the fuck up, Jake, and wait for your turn to talk.
Time to take a quick break on the beers, son.
I had a call with my Spanish mum today. She lives on the north coast of Spain in the mountains, so she's pretty secluded. She was buzzing just because she got to put makeup on, because we cannot forget that a lot of people around the world, millions of them, are in the same situation. So If you've got family and friends abroad as well, just give them a shout. And I'm sure they'll enjoy hearing how we're dealing with isolation as well as they are. And it's just interesting to see what they're doing differently to us.
So, Infinitely Wise D-Lang came up with a really good suggestion. I said that I was going to make a list of things that I was going to do, like what was I going to do first once we get out of self-isolation / social distancing. I don't know what the answer to that is, but he was like, why not make not just a post self-isolation bucket list, but also one for while you're actually doing it. Self-isolation bucket list. I've got my ukulele, so that's definitely going to be on there. But I think as my lunchtime thing, besides the engine call for lunchtime, I'm probably going to make a little list for myself of things that I want to do first. I've got no idea. The world's my oyster. So, yeah, watch this space.
If anyone does want to buy any unofficial engine merchandise, I am selling shirts for £12.50, which is a bit cheaper than the official one. So,
yo, what up, motherfuckers and engineers? Day mother 5, starting to go crazy. Oh man, working from home.
I have no idea how many days into self-isolation we're in now.
Day 5,074,000. I don't even know what day it is.
But it's getting a bit intense.
So I'm working from home as everyone is, and I'm finding it really tough. Can't seem to get the team to concentrate at all. They're just doing nothing. Thelma, what have you even done today?
I did go out running today and followed Phil's advice on saying hello to everybody. And it was a mixed response. 50% of people gave some acknowledgement to my very enthusiastic hello whilst running past them, which was a shame because I think everyone should take this opportunity just to be nice to everybody. So, people of the Eastern District, I will continue to be saying hello to you whenever I pass you when running. So be prepared. It's just going to happen.
Something I've seen a few more people talking about now is the mental health reality in all of this, and I am one of those people that probably isn't the best at talking about it. I sometimes think that we have to be careful in over discussing this stuff because you can make a problem. I know that's not a popular opinion. That's just to give you some context of where I'm coming from. However, I have started to notice that even in myself, there's these little moments that I'm having. I think the real big one for me was last night when they said, okay, you're locking down. I almost felt like, oh crap, like my freedom's been taken away. I felt it emotionally touch me. And then I was talking with my housemate that night and she was saying, you know, there's just these little ups and downs throughout the day, and I've heard that through it multiple times, and it seems to be the reality. We then carried on the conversation, and it seems like a lot of our crutches are being taken away. For example, I will go out every weekend. I will go out Friday, Saturday, I'll go to mall, #mall, big up Mall Collective. I'll go to the Garibaldi. I will go and have a beer, wherever the place is. I'll go and have a beer, I'll meet up with some friends. My point is, I have these little crutches, and when those get taken away, what are you left with? The key word there, I think, is crutch. I think there's a positive that can come from this, which is often I've started to notice, and this is what me and my housemate were discussing, is those things are actually, they are crutches, they're distractions, and they're often quite meaningless. And I think we all know that they're quite meaningless, but we're kind of going through the motions. We're so used to them because we've always had these distractions in our life. They form like these habits. And now there's a real window and an opportunity where we haven't got all these crutches. And as much as it is starting to affect, I think, a few people's mental health, there's a real opportunity to basically come back to kind of basics a little bit, or maybe simplicity, and just maybe make some room for some more meaningful things that aren't quite as good a distraction, or they're not as sugary, you know, they're not as sweet, they're not as easy to pick up. And maybe that thing is for you, I don't know, reading some books that you haven't got around to reading. Or for me, it's like I've really wanted to get onto making some vlog content and documenting a bit more of what we're up to. And now we're getting an opportunity to do that. And it's a helpful thing, it's helping me grow, it's a growth behavior. rather than a distraction behaviour. It's not a crutch, it's a challenge and it's an opportunity. There's something in that even though I think we're all going to have these little mental health challenges and these little kind of real like parts of discomfort that grow from not having, you know, our comforts over the next 3 weeks, particularly in isolation and lockdown, we can get through that. Don't fear, don't panic. You will be all right. You're made of stronger stuff. And of course, it's good to talk about it. Perhaps it might help to see it as the washing away of some of your crutches and space in your life and in your mind and in your identity to put new, more helpful growth behaviours. Just a thought. Let me know what you think.
We're all going to have good days, we're all going to have bad days, and we're all probably going to have really bad days. But if we all do what we're being told to do by Bojo and the gang, then we're going to save lives and we are going to get through it. Leon, one of the engine members, said something today that really struck a chord with me, and that was that every day when you wake up at the moment, remember that you're one day closer to all of this being over.
So one thing I wanted to quickly talk about was whenever things like this happen, you know, the human race has to really like pull together, innovate, and I think sometimes those innovations come from the most, you know, unlikely of places, and I think we've already seen that innovation. I think it's been a linguistic one, and it's come from the engine blog itself in the phrase "deo bottle." Deo bottle.
I touched the packaging at the shops. I grabbed one Dettol bottle. Oops, contagious now. So then I have to wash my hands, grab one Dettol bottle with my fresh hands, spray the other Dettol bottle, wipe that, then use that Dettol bottle to spray my phone and my headphones.
Amazing day. Be in touch, join the community, get involved, and let's see where this can take us. I need to go get my Dettol bottle from the shop so that I can spray my other Dettol bottle when I get back. I bid you adieu. A good day, sir. Goodbye. Farewell.